This is a great opportunity to network with other business leaders from around the country, to find out what they're doing, to share ideas, to learn what the latest developments are in public policy, both here in Washington and also around the country. And we get to take those ideas back to Indiana and see what we can do to implement them locally.
Today at the ICW Task Force Group, I've learned something extremely valuable. That K-12 pipeline has to also be influenced at the pre-K level. So I've learned some valuable information on how to impact and be advocate for pre-K programs in the Maryland area. So I'll take this information back to help us grow that pipeline even as far back as the pre-K stages.
On the accountability side, the idea has been to be clear both about goals for overall improvement in student achievement at the school and state and district level, but also to make sure that there are explicit goals for the groups of kids that have been behind, minority kids, low-income kids, students with disabilities, and so on. I expect that
where else? You have to attach stakes to this thing. And then you have to do something about the persistently poor performing teachers. In my view, if you've got a system that doesn't identify poorly performing teachers, provide support so you can find out. Maybe they just need a little push. Maybe if you develop them, they will be very strong. But if you cannot do so within a single school year, you should not hand another group of kids to that same teacher who you know is dragging kids backwards. So the idea that you need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years.
If you actually want to unwind things that aren't working, it's going to take a kerfuffle. And if business communities wants to see things change, business community needs to think differently about how it's going to react to the occasional kerfuffle. And finally, business community knows something.
Business community, both nationally and also at the state level, has a lot of influence on what kinds of policies can get passed, can provide a pretty important voice to legislators to understand what's needed for the workforce, and so really need them to be engaged in voicing their concerns about what kind of quality of worker that they're getting, and then also about the ideas. They need to get engaged and understand what some of these ideas are, so that they can help push for reforms that will really make a difference.
High priority, and this is just overall, it's just a tremendous opportunity to sit down with colleagues and discuss and listen to the experts on these issues, and I couldn't be happier.